My top 5 Roja Pierre de Velay fragrances for men. But first, a little bit about this line. This is a sub-line from Roja Dove. And a lot of people sort of ask, what is this? Is it just a marketing scheme? Like, why is it a separate line? Are the fragrances any different? Are they just clones of other Roja fragrances? Why is there even a sub-line at all? And after exploring the lineup and comparing it to the central body of the Roja fragrances for several years, I've kind of concluded that I like a larger percentage of the Pierre de Velay fragrances than I do the main body of Roja fragrances. And the reason for that is that the Pierre de Velay fragrances are a little bit more intimate, a little bit more sensual, a little bit more fun, a little bit more romantic perhaps. I mean, in the sense of adventurous. You know, I'm a Gemini, and so I like to be kind of adventurous and romantic, and it suits my personality. I'm not the type of guy that's going to be wearing Great Britain or Amouage Goldman. I like fragrances to be a little bit more fun and a little bit more inviting, and that is what the Pierre de Velay line is to me anyway. They're more intimate, they're more friendly, they're more approachable, yet they have the same standard of quality as the central lineup of Roja fragrances. And they come in a beautiful presentation, this lovely kind of art deco type of box. It's totally classy. I have a number of them, and here are my top 5 for men. There's probably maybe about 15 of them now, or maybe even more, but at number 5, it's Pierre de Velay 25. Now, this is a citrus fragrance. It's very soapy and aldehydic. It's got a big fruit cocktail in the opening, but there's Davana and there's fir resin. There's also ginger and there's coffee in the dry down. And it goes from being very, very bright and aldehydic and slowly becoming more balsamic. But there's also this coffee that starts to warm things up in the dry down. As the dry down becomes more kind of earthy and kind of forest floor-like. So it's a green, citric, and it's a very nostalgic feeling, but still fun. And you can wear it anywhere. When I'm in Brazil, I wear it on the beach. I wear it when I take my wife out for dinner. It's just a beautiful citrus fragrance, the most complex in my entire collection. Now, at number 4 is Essence Rare. Now, this is my wife's favorite fragrance. This is a flirtatious party fragrance. It's a chypre, but it's not like one of these old school chypres. It's fun, it's inviting, it projects like crazy. It's this massive sillage cloud around you, and it's centered a lot around raspberry, blackberry in the opening, and in the dry down, it gets more earthy, but it's all centered around patchouli, and it's a kind of a chocolatey patchouli. And as the fragrance develops, you get this kind of sense of raspberries and chocolate, although it's not a gourmand. And so it's very fun, very wearable, very beautiful, but kind of a party fragrance. And number 3 then is Chou Chou. This is the new gourmand that came out last year. It's an absolutely beautiful fragrance. It opens with this sort of oranges and goes through a very brief floral phase, very quickly into the dry down, like a lot of Roja fragrances that are all about the dry down. And the dry down is caramel and cocoa and licorice and all kinds of woods and cotton candy. And while the note listing doesn't sound all that original, you think, oh, there's lots of gourmands out there that would smell like this just from the note listing. But it actually is, and it's these dry woods that balance out the gourmand touches, that keep things very, very interesting. So it's a gourmand, but it's not sticky, it's not overly feminine, it's not overly sweet. It's got these lovely dry woods that that hold the whole thing together. Now at number 2, it's Pierre de Velay number 4. This is a very dark scent. When I think of this, I think of a character played by someone like Javier Bardem. It's that kind of a mysterious, seductive, dark scent. It's very ambery. there's lots of vanilla. There's a huge dose of rum in the base. Normally you get rum as a fleeting note in the opening, but here it's in the base, so it really gives you this kind of rum and butter kind of vibe. But there's also, you know, bay leaf and sage and these herbal notes that mix together, and so you're kind of reminded of some boozy concoction like Unicum or Jägermeister, something that's dark and seductive, but also with these herbal notes in it. It's absolutely beautiful, sexy, seductive, mysterious kind of scent. Now at number 1, we have Pierre de Velay number 9. Now there's a lot of controversy about this because everyone's, oh, it's not all that original. It's just like Chanel Allure Homme Edition Blanche with a few, you know, bells and whistles added. Sure, but in that class of fragrances, it is the best, okay? And the dry down is quite unique because it takes that kind of lemony, lemon pie kind of thing from Edition Blanche, and then it adds to an ambergris and these kind of very creamy, dry woods. And so you get the sense of these kind of salted woods, like you're in a kind of a sweat house in Asia, like a sauna or something like that. And it goes very rapidly into this phase, and it just surrounds you with this cloud all day. If you're a big fan of ambergris like I am, it's one of those fragrances that you feel this warm, kind of salty cloud around you with these very beautiful woods and traces of citrus. And it's so versatile. You could just wear it anywhere, and you'll smell classy. You could wear it to a wedding. You could wear it when you're out gardening. It's that good. Anyway, that is my top 5 Pierre de Velay fragrances for men. Do you like this lineup? What are your favorites? Let me know in the comments. Thank you for listening, and I hope to see you again.